Please note that you can support us by purchasing all of our stories on Bandcamp, on CD, and there's good old-fashioned books and ebooks on Amazon. I'll leave the links in the description. Now, here follows The Will of the Woods, Episode 7, the final episode.
It's so quiet here. Night is falling. Looking up, all I see is a dark sky far, far above us. And behind us, it's like there's only blackness.
Mirilia. Look there.
Such an enormous tree. So crooked and twisted and gnarled. Its roots form a hill.
Look on the hill.
How peculiar. It seems to be some sort of altar, or a bed of stone, rather.
There is something special about that place. Trust me.
Wait, you're squeezing my hand. Are you frightened too? Please don't be.
It is time, Mirilia. Though it may not seem so, this is what needed to happen.
What needed to happen? What are you talking about?
You will see very soon, Mirilia. Remember the altar.
The altar? What about the altar?
You will know when it is time. There it is. There, in the darkness of the woods. 2 huge, red, glowing eyes.
A claw! A giant claw!
It is only a shadow, Mirilia.
The most beautiful elf in my woods. You have done well leading her here, Wraith. You have served me well.
I never served you!
You are in my employ now, fool. She is here, and I will consume her in my darkness. Change her, turn her into the queen of old Dorset.
Ray! No, the claw's taking me!
Release her! Let her go!
Ray!
The darkness never lets go. The darkness eats all, even you, even
Ray! Ray!
No! This is not your world, darkness. This is not your kingdom.
the kingdom of darkness is everywhere. Beneath every stone and in the heart of every creature, there is shadow and malice.
Let her go!
Ray! I'm weakening.
She
monster! Be gone! Be gone forever! The darkness dies now!
Wraith! Wraith, you've driven the monster away! Wraith! Wraith! You're not moving. Your light was so bright. Brighter than brightest star I've ever seen. But gone too quickly.
Thunder rumbled high above the trees as Mirilia remembered the wraith's words and knew what she had to do. Taking his broken body in her arms, she slowly, carefully ascended the hill. There, she led him down, tenderly, on the simple bed of stone. Mirilia kneeled and looked up. High, high above, the branches of the trees reached out to each other, like people and creatures reach out to each other in this lonely world. Beyond those branches, the sky was dark. She lowered her head, took the wraith's thin hand in hers, and wept. Her tears rolled down on the altar and onto the wraith's cloak, and she wept and kept on weeping until at last sleep claimed her.
Morning. Morning. Oh, my dear Wraith. Wraith? He's gone. Wraith?
Mirilia,
Noswick?
Noswick, yes. Just another Noswick now.
Noswick! My dearest Noswick! My dearest Wraith!
Mirilia, I
know, Noswick. I know who you are. I know who you were. Just hold me now.
No, Mirilia. I just wanted to say I love you. Noswick had returned, but now he was no longer the little boy that he used to be, but a handsome young elven man with wisdom and strength in his eyes. Mirilia kissed him, and together they returned through the woods, talking, laughing, and basking in each other's company. Noswick had changed, but so had Mirilia. She did not realize it, but Noswick saw now very clearly that she was no longer a girl either, but a smart young woman. And in small things, Mirilia could still see the wraith that Noswick had been. Something of that wraith kept living in Noswick, and the light that he had radiated continued on in the whole of the woods. The black rhododendrons had become green and ready to sprout flowers, and golden rays of sunlight illuminated the world around them. And so, Noswick and Mirilia returned through the forest without fear. And along the way, they encountered Redeye again. And even she congratulated Noswick on his obvious improvement in the looks department, and decided to give both elves another ride back to their tree. And when at last they came home, Noswick and Mirilia were hugged tight by Balm and Tanner, who were happier now than they had ever been in their lives. A great feast was held to celebrate the return of the two lost elves, and everyone in the tree was joyful. Time went by, and Noswick and Mirilia kept feeling the will of the woods flowing through their very being. Together, they were now taught by Saffredon to understand the many secrets and mysteries of the world, so they could follow in his footsteps many years later. And together, they would make many more discoveries and unravel many more secrets. But they both knew in their hearts that there was so much that they would never understand of the will of the woods. And that was quite all right with them. But of all that they had been through together, there was one discovery that outshone all others, and would forever remain the greatest and most wonderful mystery. The discovery of pure love and pure trust.
The Will of the Woods was written by Domien de Groot, directed by Eline Hoskins, sound recording, editing and post-production by Domien de Groot, music composed and performed by Peter van Riet, Voltum's theme by Vincent Pichal. The Will of the Woods featured the voices of Domien de Groot as the narrator, the Wraith, Captain Wingeye, and the monster. Stefanie Kuit as Mirilia. Eline Hoskins as Noswick, Tanna, and the Dozels. Niklaas Reinhold as Saffredon. Aaron Bodanovic as Voltum the Mole Alchemist, the Southern Rat, and the French Rat. Grace van Lijsbetten as Redler. And James Bishop as Bo the Lumberjack. The Will of the Woods is an Audio Epics production.